Welcome, welcome. It's your girl, Miss Tay. I'm outside. Soaking up the good air before fall and winter kicks in. They're also doing some work in my apartment, so I figured, I find a nice little tree to sit under and film this episode of Raising Your Crown. I missed y'all. How y'all doing? Welcome back. And just a reminder that the female frequency retreat happening in 2026 July is only available for 10 lucky ladies. Okay? 10 lucky ladies who, not even lucky, 10 ladies who create their own luck, who create their own destiny, who create change and create movement and quantum shifts in their lives, and who want a change in their life will have the opportunity to evolve, to grow, to detox, to cleanse, to manifest, to redirect, to redefine their power and their femininity that was a birthright, that is God given. And sometimes we need certain experiences in our life to shift us back into motion, shift us back into power. And this is what the retreat will do. We are going to be staying in Nosara. Nosara is a surf town, but it's also known as a blue zone. There's only one. This is one out of 5 countries in the world where the people living off the land live past 100 years old. So we are going to sacred grounds. We are going to experience sacred ancient practices and rituals that will help renew us, detox us, and redefine our femininity. So don't miss out on this beautiful opportunity. Also, there is a payment plan option for those who cannot cough up, a couple grand right off the bat. So you will have the option of paying it off slowly, and so you can attend this wonderful life changing quantum shifting experience. Okay, so yes, 2026 is going to be a big year for all of us, especially the divine feminine, and I can't wait, and I'm so excited to be a part of it. Anyways, speaking of growth, that is the topic that I want to bring up today, y'all. Stop holding on. Stop holding on, okay? Remember when Rose was holding on to Jack in Titanic for dear life? And the minute, and I know it was hard, but the minute she let go of that frozen corpse, holding on to that door, which I truly believe they both could have fit on that door, but that is another episode. That is another episode for y'all. But once she got rid of that dead frozen weight, she was able to live a life, probably not fulfilling, but it was another chapter of her life that she was able to have kids and to have a story to tell on. And sometimes and if she would have stayed there with that corpse, who knows if she would have been saved, who knows if that weight would have brought her down along with Jack. So we need to let go of the things that are holding us back, the people, the places, the pain, the experiences, the trauma. We need to let go. So that brings us to number one. Okay, take inventory of your attachments, whatever it is. Whatever, we tend to hold on to things that are familiar with us, including bad behavior, including toxicity, including, people in our lives that that may not align with our growth, but it just feels familiar, feels calm. And even though your nervous system is on fire when you're around them, even though there is no stillness and no calmness, we tend to hold on to it. And we need to take accountability and make sure that if it's not feeding us peace, it's feeding us pain, we got to let it go. We got to let it go. Ask yourself who or what in your life feels expired, okay? Holding on to that is like holding on to spoiled milk and asking everybody where the stink come from. Buddy, you holding on to the stink. You holding on to the stink, and we need to stop being in denial about the people, places, and traumas that we're holding on to that ain't bringing us no stillness, no calm, like the calmness of this lake that I'm sitting in front of. Okay, so let's make those steps. Okay, and start self-sabotaging. Number two, accept the change that is happening in your life as your birthright. It is your birthright to constantly evolve and change. Every day I wake up a brand new boo, a brand new babe, a brand new biatch. I don't care. Yesterday's price is not today's price, honey. And I don't care to shrink myself to make sure that you are comfortable with yesterday's Tay. I don't care for it. I don't care for it, y'all. If a butterfly stayed a caterpillar, then they would not be, then they wouldn't exist. Okay, we would not be able to enjoy the beauty that and the stoicism and the the flight of a butterfly around us. Okay, growth is proof that you are alive. There is a famous Lauryn Hill line that says, if you're not growing, you're dead. Like, consider yourself a plant. And if you're not moving, you're not evolving, you're not growing, you are dead. Okay? You cannot reach the light without change and evolution. So let's make a change. Let's constantly change and constantly move. And don't be ashamed. And don't be ashamed of it. And they can call you bipolar. Oh, well. I've been called bipolar before. Maybe I am. Because who I was yesterday is not who I am today. Period. Okay, on to the next. Redefine your loyalty. The only loyalty you owe is to God. Number one, yourself. Number two, and your kids, in that order. Okay, we can argue about that order, but that is my order. And it's working for me. If you do not have a sound, calculated mind, if you don't owe loyalty to yourself, your kids will be doomed. Okay, let's keep it a buck. If you are not taking time to feed into yourself, to invest into yourself, to grow yourself, to heal yourself, then your kids are doomed. So we have to do it in that order, okay? If we do what our kids want us to do, then my daughter will be eating ice cream and lollipops every damn day. So all you owe loyalty to yourself. Well, first and foremost, God and yourself, and then your kids. And loyalty doesn't mean self betrayal, okay? It doesn't mean self betrayal. So do not feel like by you choosing yourself first is some sort of betrayal to anybody else around you. You don't owe nobody a goddamn thing, period. Okay, number four is let go of the survival struggle of relationships, okay? If love feels like suffering, it's not love, it's a trap. You living in a trap house, honey, labeled as a love shack. That ain't it. That's not it, baby. So let's get rid of that. confusion, okay? Stop confusing struggle, love with soul ties. It ain't it. I'm just letting you know. And I don't want y'all to go through the muck and the mess. It's just too much. Number four, sorry about that. Someone was calling. I hate it when like you're recording something and like someone calls in the middle of like you're recording. It's the most annoying thing. Anyways, number four. Sorry, number five. Release emotional baggage. You cannot pack peace on top of pain. Okay? It's gonna break. It's like putting bricks on top of eggs. Okay? Peace is delicate. Peace should be handled with care. Peace can only bring you peace, but you cannot pack survival. You cannot pack pain. You cannot pack chaos on top of peace. Peace can only be with peace, and the peace needs to be with you. Okay? Anything else packed on top of peace is overweight luggage that you need to get rid of because they're going to charge you at the airport, honey. They're going to charge you at the airport, and that is a very expensive price to pay. You only need to pack your essentials. Anything more than that is too much. So journal it, cry it out, pray it out, talk to God, but don't store it nowhere. Take it out the drawer, take it out the cupboards, take it out your heart, take it out your body, release it and let it go. Let that shit go. Burn it. Okay. Number six, stop romanticizing the past. Nostalgia is a liar, just like Satan is. Okay. We do not need to bring up constantly, well, I used to sell this back in the day. We're not going to get into any details. We are not going to wear our toxic past and our survival past as a badge of honor. Okay? It ain't cute. Yeah, you used to shake for a little bit of change back in the day. Okay, fine. You used to sell a little something back in the day. Okay, fine. But let's not act like that is the blueprint or the goals that we want to glamorize. And I know like a lot of the music nowadays are just be glamorizing that kind of stuff, but it ain't cute and it ain't cool. And it's not sending the right message, and we're not influencing this newer generation the right way if that is what we are going to put our focus and energy on. Okay? It's ghetto. And I know we all got a little bit of ghetto in us, but like, they're always going to be like dark and light to us, but we cannot put emphasis on the dark. Okay? We got to, if anything, we got to emphasize the light a little bit more than the dark. And we don't have to shy away from our past. We don't have to be ashamed of our past, nor do we have to hide our past. But I don't think we should glamorize our past if it's a negative past, a toxic past, and just the ghetto past. Okay? Straight up. Y'all wouldn't know how many lives I've lived, okay? Because some things you gotta take to the grave. And that's okay. I'm not judging, but some things you gotta take to the grave, and that's okay, okay? Your past cannot build your future. Your mindset builds your future. So let's focus on that. Okay. Number seven, upgrade your mindset. Do whatever that you need to do to upgrade your mindset constantly. Constantly. I'm tired of um people making excuses on why they cannot get the right information to upgrade your life. I don't want to hear any excuses. You have Chat GPT. Everybody has a smartphone. Everybody has, I mean, not everybody, but most people have access to Wi Fi. We can all take the time. if it matters to you, to elevate, to educate ourselves the best way so we can learn, so we can grow, so we can evolve. Okay? If your money, travel, and mindset and joy aren't growing, you're not living, you're existing. Okay? Let me repeat that. If your money, travel, mindset, and joy and portfolio, you're not growing, you're existing. Expansion is a standard that we should always hold high. There's no excuse, okay? No excuse. So let's continue to do that, okay, bubbles? What number am I on? I don't even know. Yes, number 8. Break free from gaslighting. Anyone who tells you to stay the same is threatening your glow up. Is threatening your level up. Is threatening your evolution. And shifting is going to be a part of your evolution. It's going to be a part of your your growth. Period. And when you have someone telling you, you know what, you're not that dumb little boy or girl that you used to be. You used to be so quiet. Oh my God. I've had a couple exes be like, you used to be so, you used to listen, you used to be so quiet. And some people are only going to be with you because of the way you the way they have you conditioned to make them feel comfortable. Okay? Some people are only going to be in your life because you are at your rock bottom. Some people are going to be in your life because you haven't found your purpose. And the minute you find your purpose, find your voice, find your life, I tell you, you are going to lose a lot of motherfuckers in your life. You're going to lose a lot of motherfuckers. It's inevitable. It will happen. The less people, the less entourage you keep around you, the safer your mindset and your level up, and the smoother your level up and your glow up will be. I promise you, because you don't have people chirping away, you know, talking you out of your purpose and your power. And baby, I'd rather be alone on a Saturday night drinking my wine, working on the things that I need to be than to be with a bunch of yay sayers or naysayers or, lost sheep in the club creating highlights for the Instagram. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. I don't need that validation from anybody. And I don't need anybody to tell me how to think and how to be. And neither do you. Because you know what's good for you. And you know what's good for your kids. And you know what's good for your family. So do that. Okay? And don't let anybody talk you out of your light. Okay? Break free from the gaslighting. Number 9, reclaim your inner peace. Peace isn't a luxury. It's like oxygen. It's like a choice. Peace is a choice and nobody can bring it to you. Oh, I'm looking for a woman that's peaceful. I'm looking for a man that's peaceful. Peace is in you. It's a choice. Peace is healing. Peace is doing the inner work. Peace is doing the shadow work. Peace is letting go. Peace is growing. Peace is maturing. Peace is self-analyzation and deciding the things that are not serving you. That's peace. Okay? So stop trading peace for people because it ain't going to work that way. It ain't going to work out. And the quicker you leap, the faster your world shifts. So shift. Number 10, shift into alignment. Your money, your love, your mindset, all of it. Don't wait for the perfect time. The time is in the shift. So thank you once again. Y'all, I love y'all. I'm here always trying to drop the gems and make sure you guys are evolving and growing with me. So, like, share, follow, subscribe. Love y'all.